Hi, I'm Angie, and I'd like to welcome you to the first of a few videos that we're making on the topic of nutrition with my friend, team member, training buddy, so many things, Andrea. Andrea is an RHN, which is a registered holistic nutritionist. I want to ask you about that in just a second. So the topic of today's show is phytonutrients. If you've ever heard of terms like antioxidants, flavonoids, free radicals, you know they're important, but you have no idea why, then this is really a great segment for you to watch. So we hope you enjoy. Now back to my friend Andrea. So Andrea and I have known each other for a number of years, and we cycle together, among other things.
We do.
So we've done a few fondos together. We've been to Santa Rosa.
We've been to Santa Rosa. We've done Whistler a couple of times.
A bunch of kilometers together on our bikes.
We've had a lot of fun.
We have had a lot of fun.
We've skied together too, Angie.
We do some skiing together.
Yeah.
So sports.
We take it outside.
We do take it outside. We also take it inside because Andrea is also a spin instructor at Method Indoor Cycling in Vancouver, one of my favorite places to train. How many kilometers a week do you think you're putting on your bike in the spin studio?
Oh, Angie, you're putting more on in the front row than I do.
I don't know. No.
I would say over 100.
Over 100
Over 100 kilometers.
Indoor.
Yeah, but
right.
It's so much fun.
It is so
much fun. Yeah.
It is. It actually keeps me going, and I enjoy coming to your classes so very much. And what I also have really appreciated over the years since I've met you is that you've started teaching me about nutrition. And what I've learned is that I can actually improve my performance and just how I feel and how quickly I recover with what I eat. And
it's so true. And making that connection between performance, not only in sport, but in life in general. You know, we get so stressed and you forget to eat, and having the right thing around in your fridge at the right time. Mm-hmm. And it takes a bit of planning, but it really does make a huge difference.
I'm really looking forward to your tips because I know you're going to tell us how to introduce phytonutrients into our diet. So why don't we start there? What on earth is a phytonutrient?
What the heck is a phytonutrient? Well, you've heard of antioxidants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you've heard of free radicals.
I have, but I'm not
but you don't really know what they are,
sure what
right?
they are. Yeah.
Well, I didn't either until I started studying this stuff, but they're really important. Free radicals are unstable molecules in your body, and they get revved up with environmental toxins, pollutants, anything that's been chemically altered. They can create instability in your body. So what antioxidants do, they stabilize free radicals. So when these free radicals are ravaging around your body, they're looking for stability. And what antioxidants do is they say, don't ravage the the healthy cells. I'm going to donate molecules for you to become stable again.
Okay,
so it's really, really important. Take me.
Yeah, take me.
Take me. And you know where you find them? Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains.
Okay.
So really important to visit your pharmacy. And when I'm talking pharmacy, I'm not talking the drugstore. I'm talking your produce department and your grocery store. Keep your fridge stocked with the color of the rainbow of healthy fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know if a food has good quality phytonutrients in it, go for taste, go for smell. You know when you get basil and it's just so delicious?
Yes.
Or tomatoes? Gosh, at this time of year, some of those tomatoes, you can huck against a wall and they won't even split. And they taste like rubber. Mm-hmm. Don't buy those. Spend a little bit more money. Get the beautiful, delicious tomatoes. Those are filled with phytonutrients that are going to benefit your health.
That is so, I actually never made that connection, but now I realize that it's worth it for me to make the extra effort to find stuff that's going to taste good because it also is going to have more good stuff for me.
Well, then you're also going to want to eat it as well.
True.
You don't want to eat a rubber tomato.
No, I do not. Okay, I love this.
Okay, so let's move on and talk about some of the phytonutrients. There are hundreds of them, but I've picked out 5. And let's start with carotenoids.
Okay.
Do you know what carotenoids are?
No, I do not.
Okay, well, beta-carotene.
Okay.
Those are things that we find in like yellow and orange fruits. Mm-hmm. Very, very protective of your skin, very, very protective of your eyes, and also really good for your heart. So you want to have a lot of orange and yellow fruits in your diet. And they're really protective of environmental toxins as well. Mm-hmm. So great thing to have. The other thing, this is kind of the antioxidant right now, turmeric, which has a very, very powerful medicinal property called curcumin. And what it is it's super antioxidant. It's a high-powered anti-inflammatory. And really, what it also does is it makes you smarter. It actually improves brain function. So turmeric, you can get it in like a root. And you can grate it into things. But you can also get something, this one's by Organic Traditions. This is turmeric. It's a smoothie booster. Okay, so if you're looking to reduce inflammation in your body, if you want those antioxidants, and if you want to be really smart, you should consider having turmeric in your diet every day. And here's a trick. Add black pepper to it, because that actually increases your absorption of turmeric.
Just add it to in what situation would that taste good?
You just hide it.
You just don't worry about how it tastes.
You can cook with it.
Okay.
You can make chilies with turmeric. You often use cumin and turmeric in a chili. But in a smoothie, you just add a little pepper. Then you put it in something sweet. You won't taste it.
Okay.
But really, the absorption power when you add black pepper to turmeric is unbelievable. Okay, so let's move on. This is often a favorite, flavonoids.
Heard it, but have no idea what it is.
Well, people, especially people who enjoy their red wine, they love oh, red wine, it's so good for me. Well, that's because they have flavonoids in them. So green tea, this one's by, how do you say that? That's an interesting name.
Puka.
I think it's Puka. Puka green tea, matcha green tea. So these reduce the risk of, flavonoids reduce the risk of a number of diseases. So, and really they're super protective of your respiratory system. So again, as an athlete, if you're working in an industry as well where you're breathing in toxins and you're exposed to things, you want to have a lot of flavonoids in your diet. Also very protective of heart disease and cancer. Okay. The endols. Have you heard of the term endol?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, those are cruciferous vegetables. So cruciferous vegetables, those are the kales, broccoli, cabbage. What else is in there? They're all kinds of things. Kale, broccoli, cabbage, collard greens, Brussels sprouts. Do you like Brussels sprouts?
If they have Parmesan cheese and garlic and stuff all over them,
Well, garlic is very good. We're going to talk about garlic later in a different segment. But those cruciferous vegetables have a compound in them called endol 3-carbinol. And it's very, very protective of breast cancer and colon cancer. And other cancers as well. But very, very important, get your kids eating broccoli early. Get them loving kale. You can put kale in your smoothies. I don't know what broccoli would taste like in your smoothie.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I would love some tips from you on that at some point, is how
to get kids eating
how
these
to
things.
hide that in the food so the kids will, rather than having to bribe them, which I do a lot of, but I'm getting a little tired of it.
Eat your broccoli. It's a good thing, just from a preventative standpoint. And I've said at the beginning, eating the color of the rainbow is so important. Interestingly, and I touched on this at the beginning, whole grains are very, very protective and very, very high in phytonutrients and antioxidants. Lignans. Have you heard of lignans before?
No.
Well, this is a little bit of a red herring, because lignans are actually very plentiful in what is this? Asparagus. They're plentiful in asparagus, but they're also very high in flax seeds. Okay. So lignans can prevent against cardiovascular disease. They are also filled with fiber. Soluble and insoluble fiber. And interestingly, fiber can bind to bad cholesterol, that LDL cholesterol that we talked about, and it actually can remove it from your body. So very, very good for lowering cholesterol. And another bonus about flax seeds is they're high in omega-3 fatty acids. Okay.
So when they're in that format, which is a seed, how would you get them into your diet?
Yeah, well, you can do a number of different things. I do you have a coffee grinder
I do,
at home?
yes,
So
yeah.
I buy these. These can go, you can buy ground flax, but I prefer to buy the whole seed because you can grind it fresh every single day. And I put at least a tablespoon of flax seeds into oatmeal in the morning, or you can put it into smoothies as well. You can also bake with it. If you're an avid baker, throw some flax in there.
I really like the idea. That is a great idea to actually grind it yourself, because I do remember buying a large bag of flax that was already ground.
Yes.
And I don't think it lasted very long.
No, it
even
goes
though
rancid.
I kept it in the fridge. So that seems
yeah,
like a
I
really
would,
great
and you
way
know
to
what?
do
I
it.
keep my flax seeds in the fridge as well. In fact, I actually keep them in the freezer.
Okay.
I do that with a lot of nuts and seeds. Keep them in the freezer, keep them fresh. As I said, they are filled with omega-3 fatty acids as well, so those are really important for brain function.
Right, okay.
And very protective. Omega-3 fats, people are like, well, why do you really need them? Well, omega-3s are very good for cellular integrity. They protect the cell wall. So when we're talking about free radical damage, when we're talking about things that molecules, unstable molecules that can ravage cells, if you've got a lot of omega-3s in your diet, you're actually creating a barrier so that healthy cells can't be ravaged and triggering things like disease that we want to steer clear of. So let's talk about a few ways, just to finish this off, about how to incorporate some of these things in your diet.
Yeah, that would
They're
be nice.
really, really simple. One is everybody should aim to have a nice green salad every day.
Okay.
Lots of veggies. Get some bright peppers in there. Throw an avocado in there. They're great monounsaturated fats in avocado. So one green salad a day. It sounds like an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but it's actually true. The other thing is people really should investigate and invest in a blender. I'm a huge believer in adding things like a greens powder. This one is by Amazing Grass. It's called Raw Reserve. It is filled with probiotics. That's another whole topic in itself.
But that is a bonus in
yes,
there.
it is a bonus. And probiotics keep your immune system, your gut, very, very healthy. They're also filled with greens, so lots of chlorophyll-rich greens that are excellent antioxidants, excellent for your digestive health. And these ones also have sea vegetables in them. Also, again, really good for your gut and very, very good for your thyroid.
Yeah, okay.
So that's another thing. And the other thing for adults is drinking green tea daily. This one has matcha in it. Do you know what matcha is?
I do, because I know from living in Japan, matcha is something that I've probably had every day.
Yes.
But haven't been able to reintroduce it here. So in a tea is a nice way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's stone ground green tea leaves.
Okay.
Very, very good for your physical health and your mental health. It's a great brain booster.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. My mom thinks once in a while that she's losing it, and she said, I've got to drink more green tea. It's like, well, yes, you do, Mom. But you know what's interesting about green tea is that it improves your physical performance if you work out. It boosts your metabolism. Whether you work out or not, green tea speeds up metabolism and allows your body to utilize fat.
Hold on, this is groundbreaking
I
for
know,
me.
Angie, I knew you'd love that. That's why I saved the best for last.
Thank you. Is it because it has caffeine in it, or
It's not the
it's
caffeine.
not the caffeine?
It's not the caffeine. It's just the chemical properties in matcha actually help kick in to your metabolism and help you absorb and use fats more efficiently.
Okay, I am totally introducing this immediately.
Every day.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's been amazing.
But it does have caffeine in it, so
Okay.
not as much as a coffee, but I would recommend don't have green tea after about 2 o'clock if
that makes
caffeine
sense.
bothers you.
Yeah.
My rule of thumb with caffeine is, well, coffee is not to drink a coffee after 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But again, that's another whole subject in itself.
That is. That's a whole other video.
We could go on
That's
and
a whole
on.
other video. So in summary, I love all these tips. So the first one is a salad every day with the color of the rainbow. The second one is to have a blender. And I have to say that I've been on several cycling trips with Andrea. She always brings a blender with her. She then makes amazing smoothies for us every morning. So I really appreciate that. And then the third one is to try to incorporate some matcha. Is
Yeah,
that right?
green
Was
tea.
That green tea?
Green tea in general. Matcha is a bonus.
Okay.
But some people don't like the taste of matcha.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
green tea. This Puka brand makes all kinds of green teas, matcha teas as well. So that's a really high quality. And quality is another thing that's really important. That's a message that I would like everybody to leave with. You know, whether it's a supplement, whether it's turmeric, whether it's a greens powder, you want to know the source. You want to know that you've got good quality. And sometimes it pays to spend a little bit more money. And that's even on the produce side of things. You want food that is grown in nutrient-dense soil. You sometimes want to go organic. You know, the Environmentals Workers Group, it's the website is ewg.org. They do that Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just worth going organic in some cases.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's something worth looking at. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Andrea. We've got a couple of other videos that we hope you'll want to watch. Another topic will be fueling for females, fueling for their endurance sports with food. And then the third topic is how to keep your immune system strong through the cold and flu season. So we hope you like those too. Thank you.